Celebrity Beyond is a beautiful Edge-class cruise ship that launched in 2022. Today we're going to do a full tour of the ship from top to bottom, look at all the public spaces, and give you some pro tips while we're wandering around. Let's go take a look at the beautiful Celebrity Beyond. Hey everyone, John here for Byte Size Cruises, and welcome to the Celebrity Beyond. Here we are on Deck 3. Not much going on Deck 3, but taking a quick look here at guest services. There's a little library here. Just a little quiet spot here off of the Grand Plaza. We're going to wander down. There is some dining activity here. So we have the Normandy dining room. There are 4 main dining rooms. Each one has a little bit of a theme. This is Normandy. It is the French-themed main dining room. They do have specials each night. Obviously for this restaurant, they are little French specials. Next up, we are going to walk over to the Tuscan dining room. You can guess here that this one is Italian focused. So you're going to have Italian options every night in the Tuscan dining room. All the dining rooms are pretty large. We were able to get reservations the day of at any of these restaurants. Now we're going to pop up to Deck 4 and we're going to start at Cafe Al Baccio. It is a hot spot all day, all night here. You get all your fancy coffees and teas here. They do have delicious little items here for grab and go all day and night. So you can get cookies, cakes, muffins, you can get sandwiches, a bunch of fun things there. And that overlooks the Grand Plaza. Grand Plaza is on 3, 4, and 5 here, as you can see. There's music here every night. They do some flair bartending, and it's kind of the central hub since there is no promenade on any of the celebrity ships here. It is just kind of the central gathering area and like the old school atrium area of the cruise ship. Off of Deck 4 here and the Grand Plaza, you have the casino. Keep in mind, all casinos on Celebrity Cruises are smoke-free. This casino in particular is very small. I was on Silhouette a few months ago, and the casino was very much larger than this. So it is odd on the Beyond that the casino is a little smaller. I know on Excel and Excite the casinos are bigger, which is nice. But if you are looking to gamble, day one is very, very crowded in here. And then obviously over the course of your cruise, if you're on a longer cruise, it's going to slow down a little bit as people run out of money. But it does get very, very crowded on the first couple nights. So just keep that in mind. If you are looking to gamble, there are some table games, lots of slot machines. They are just always crowded because for the amount of people on the ship, it is a smaller casino. And then over here on the right, you're going to see the cashier area. Your casino host is also there if you want to talk to them about free cruises or slot tournaments or anything like that. You can do that. On the outside of the casino is the Craft Social Bar. This was very crowded on our cruise. They were playing World Cup games, so big crowds in here, but this is a very nice bar off of the Grand Plaza. Just hang out, watch some sports, and relax. Next up, next to the Craft Social is Le Grand Bistro. This is open for breakfast for some, suite guests, and for those who are like Elite Plus, you get continental breakfast in here. It's also where they do Le Petit Chef. So they close all the blinds, get everything dark, and they do that in here. And they have lunch specials in here every day. They are additional costs, just so that you're aware of that. Deck 4 is one of the main thoroughfares of the ship, so we're going to look at a lot of things here on Deck 4. Next up is going to be the Future Cruise Desk. This is down towards the theater. It's a larger Future Cruise Desk than a lot of ships have. Next up, we're going to look at the third of the main dining rooms, and this is the Cosmopolitan. This is where they have breakfast and lunch every day. So you will be in here a lot. These are the American-focused main dining room here. So you'll have some American specials every day. And then the fourth of the main dining rooms is the Cyprus dining room. This is a Mediterranean dining room. And you will have some Mediterranean entrees, appetizers, and dessert specials. every day. They are all about the same size, all really nice. And we found all pretty easy to get into. Here's the iLounge. It's where you're going to have your internet help. And this is also where they sell a ton of Mac things. So they are a official Mac reseller for all Apple products. So you're going to get iPads, you can get headphones here, you can get an actual MacBook if you need one, which is really wild on a cruise, but they are an Apple and Mac reseller there. And then here's the Shore Excursions desk. This is right next to that iLounge there. If you need any help with your shore excursions, they do have a concierge there. And then they have these iPads where you can sign up for your shore excursions. In the Grand Plaza, right outside of it here, you have Le Voyage by Daniel Boulud. This is a fancy schmancy French restaurant on board of Celebrity Beyond. We ate here. It was really, really good. All of the specialty dining and all of the main dining, for that matter, was excellent on board the ship. But we really enjoyed it here. It is a very small restaurant. The service was amazing, and the food was very, very good. Further down the hall here, you have the club. This is where they do a lot of karaoke. They do trivia. It's kind of the secondary spot where a lot of things are going on throughout the day. It is a 2-floor venue. As you can see here, you can go in on deck 4 or deck 5. We're on deck 4 here. They also have music in here at night. They have a band in here. The DJ's in here, obviously, as it's called, the club. And you can see it's a really nice multi-function space. They have a big bar here. And as we mentioned, it goes up to deck 5 as well. There's a ton of seating in here. This is also a great spot during the day if you just want to read a book or you want to hang out and you don't want to be outside. Maybe if the weather's not great, you're just trying to get away from the crowds. This is a pretty good spot to do that as well. And then we're going to wrap up deck 4 here with the theater. The theater is really incredible on board of Celebrity Beyond and on all the Edge class ships. You have kind of almost a theater in around here. You can get pretty far on the sides of the stage. And they do have this 120-foot digital screen back there, which is just incredible and adds another element to all of the shows that you go to, which I thought was really, really great. Now we're going to jump up to deck 5. We'll start at the art gallery. Plenty of prints here. These are not actual paintings. Contrary to popular belief, these are prints. And you can find any of these prints here. You can get framed. You can get them shipped back to your house. I would advise that they may be slightly overpriced. So you may want to look into that. But you can go to the art shows. They do give out some free champagne. It's a fun time. And if you enjoy art, that is fantastic. And then we'll take a look at the Fine Cut Steakhouse here. We're again back in the middle of the ship by the Grand Plaza here on deck 5. Steakhouse, on most cruise ships, the steakhouse is going to be the largest of the specialty dining restaurants. Generally the most popular of all specialty dining restaurants. No surprise here, this is a very large restaurant and very beautiful. Beautiful views outside as well, which is great. Then we're on the fringes of the Grand Plaza here, and we're going to take a look at some shops around. Obviously, when you're on a cruise ship, there is, ample shopping. You have jewelry. You tend to have some high-end clothes, high-end watches. There's always an Effie store hanging around somewhere. I'm always intrigued as to who's actually buying these high-end items on cruises. But they must. They've been on the cruise ships for years and years and years. Then we're going to walk through this, what I think is a super cool art piece hallway here, which leads you to Eden. It's a little trippy with all the mirrors and everything. It's really cool. So we make our way all the way through. It's a pretty small hallway, and you do have to avoid those things. As you can see, they are low enough that if you're over 5'9", let's say, you would walk into those and hit them. Again, a little more art here. And then we're going to walk up and we're going to show you Blue, which is your restaurant for suite guests. I should say like aqua class guests. And there, as if you're in the retreat, you will have Luminae. Take a quick look inside Blue. Very pretty. Obviously, it's going to be much smaller than the main dining rooms since there are a limited amount of people who will be eating here at any point. Now we're going to head down to Eden again. We have a little more shopping here on the left. And then Eden, I'm going to not talk through the whole thing because it's a huge space. And we'll let you wander around. Eden is a beautiful area on the back of the ship here. It is 3 decks. And it really does give me kind of an evolution vibe from where we started on Royal Caribbean with 270, which is in the back of the Quantum and Quantum Plus class ships. And kind of the Aqua Theater on the newer Icon class ships, which I feel like is an evolution of this. But it's a really beautiful space. It is a bar. There's a restaurant. There's just seating back here. They do shows. It is a really, really beautiful multifunction space. There is a cafe over there on your left. It was not open for our entire cruise, so I don't know if they're remodeling or doing something with it, but it's usually open for lunch, and it was never open on our cruise. And now I'll let you wander around Eden and take a look. There's live music here throughout the day and in the evening. Usually solo artists, but sometimes they do a few people at once. It's all pretty laid back and chill for the most part. And then they do shows here, usually in the late evening, around 10:30. And there is one during the day a few times, just for those who are not night owls. The restaurant is located on deck 4. So when you come into Eden, if you go to the right, and you go down, you would go into the restaurant. If you watch our dining videos, you'll see we did a video on the Eden restaurant. You can check it out there, which will have the menu and all the food as well. There's a ton of seating throughout Eden, but I think the kind of highlight of all the seating is this winding ramp here, which has all these amazing views of the ocean as you're sailing, or even if you're in port, as we are here. Just an aside, this is midday of a port day to give you an idea of how quiet it is in Eden. We do film everything on the ship during our cruise. We don't get special access to anything, which is why you won't see certain things in here like the spa or the kids club, things like that. We are just filming as we're on the cruise. So if you ever see areas, these are areas that are just empty as we go through them. I try as hard as possible to be non-invasive. I don't want to interrupt anybody while they're enjoying their cruise. This is Raw and 5, the sushi and seafood restaurant on board, which is also in the mid of the ship by the Grand Plaza, just wandering you around here little by little. They also do an omakase here, a 10 or 11 course omakase every night, which is awesome. Then as we wander out Raw on 5, we are going to head past the World Class Bar on deck 5. Great meeting spot here right off of the Grand Plaza. But if you're going to dinner at Raw on 5 or the steakhouse, this is a great place to meet up, have a drink before you head over. Here we are up on deck 14 on the Magic Carpet. This is a beautiful space that goes up and down from deck 5 to deck 14. You can have drinks here. You can have food here. You can just hang out, relax, and read and enjoy the Magic Carpet. On deck 14, we have the Mast Grill here. This is off of the Solarium. And the buffet here, we're going to start in the very back of the buffet. Just wanted to do something a little bit different with the buffet and kind of give you a roundabout view of the buffet. This is all the way in the back of the ship. We have some amazing views. You have a great bar here. This is where the pizza is located, in the back of the buffet. They have a pizza station. I really love the layout on the celebrity buffets, as there's a ton of seating. There's outdoor seating as well, which is really nice. I also love that you can really get away from the food areas of the buffet and sit down and relax, and you don't feel like you're in the hustle and bustle of the buffet. As you can see, the buffet is very large. There are drink stations, as you can see, in the back, and then on the side here, and then in the middle of the buffet. The ones in the middle of the buffet are open just about 24 hours for coffee and tea and things like that. It's always funny, when we came down for tea one night, the people in front of us took 50 tea bags. They cleaned out all of the tea bags. I don't know why you need 50 tea bags on your cruise. It was like day 2. You can see if it was the last day and you were taking them home, which is also odd, but very, very strange. But people do funny things on cruises and buffets. So I also do enjoy that they rope all of these things off and they saran wrap them so that you cannot get to the food before the buffet opens, because people are crazy. And just kind of bum rush the buffet at all angles. So it does keep everything a little cleaner and neater prior to the buffet opening. But I do like the way it's set up. There's lots of options and different places you can go so that it's not all people in one congested area at a time. Then we'll wander out of the buffet and check out the pool deck. Here's the pool bar. The pool deck is raised up a few feet, so you do have to step up a few steps to get up here on the pool deck. I actually really like that design. I thought it was really interesting that it is set up that way. You have these really cool little cabanas here on the pool deck, which are awesome. Great lounge chairs, great pool access, a large pool deck. You have these great little cubbies and places where you could sit and just relax on the pool deck. You have those hot tubs that go up. And something really interesting, as you can see there, they have these ramped up where like the running track is. Pretty cool. I don't remember ever seeing a kind of ramp or a kind of upscale where you're going up on a running track, which is kind of cool. And then we'll head into the solarium here on deck 14. This is an adults only space, and it does get very crowded on sea days, just so you're aware. So you should get here early. Again, people come 6 o'clock in the morning and throw things on the chairs and leave them there all day, which is not great. It's not a great experience for anyone. So if you do want to get out, you do have to get here kind of early. There's a little spot cafe here that has smoothies. You do have to pay for. They do have juices and things as well. Here's the mast bar. This is up on deck 15, right above that pool deck area. Again, just kind of giving you more options, more little nooks and crannies. And then we're going to wander back to the rooftop garden here, Just a really beautiful space. These are real live plants. There's a giant screen here. There are cabanas up here, cubbies up here. There's a restaurant there on your left. That is a specialty dining restaurant, just so that you're aware. It is outside as well. People were complaining that it was outside. It is, in fact, outside. And there are fans there, and I'm sure there are heaters in the winter, but keep in mind if you are eating up there in the rooftop garden at the grill there, it is outdoors. It's a really, really beautiful space. Again, World Cup was up here for the entirety of our trip, and it was very crowded up here. People were having a great time. So there will be different things on, movies sometimes, but just be aware if there is a big event like the Super Bowl or the World Cup, it will be dominated by that. And then we're going to head to one of my favorite places on the whole ship, which is the Sunset Bar. It is really beautiful up here. Just be a little bit aware on this left side here, off to the left a little bit, you can't really see it, is a smoking area. So if you are hanging out up here and you don't enjoy smoke, you want to continue around to the back more to get away from that. Just so you're aware. Sunset Bar, really, really beautiful. Kind of Moroccan feel up here. Just one of the most picturesque spots on the ship. Really beautiful. Great bar up here. Just a lovely area. Then we're just going to wander around to the other side and just show you what the other side looks like over here on the Sunset Bar. And that is it. That is the beautiful Celebrity Beyond. As I mentioned, there are some places where we either can't get to during the cruise, like the interior of the spa. I generally don't like going to the fitness center because there are people working out there from the time it opens till it closes, and I don't want to have people on film that are working out and invading their privacy. So I apologize for that. And then the kids club, obviously we can't get into. And that's it. There are probably a few other small spots where, we have a difficult time getting into because they're always crowded. So I try to avoid, again, filming people unless, I'm just walking around and doing some video. But that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you need any help booking your next celebrity cruise or any cruise for that matter, shoot me an email, jp@bytesizecruises.com. And please subscribe to the channel. It really does help us a lot. Thanks so much. Happy cruising. Have a wonderful day. Bye.